Yo. So as I mentioned in the last video, I wanted to do some sort of update video for you guys, kind of updating you on the past few months where there's been no vlogs, kind of now and kind of future stuff. To an extent, I'm not going to share everything, but here we go. First things first, I'm partnering with this company, PackSafe. The campaign is called Be More, and it's about being, doing, and seeing more in 2018. We're giving away a 2-week dream itinerary trip for two, and it's pretty simple to enter. I'll roll the video that I posted on Instagram.
For the past 3 years, I've been traveling and taking photos more often than not. It's been pretty rad, and it's crazy to call this my job. I'm partnering with PackSafe to give away a 2-week trip anywhere in the world. To enter, simply create a 1-minute video about where you'd go and what motivates you to travel. Entries close March 9th. At the heart of it all, I love filming and taking photos. I love capturing the people I meet and the places I see. This is my motivation. What's yours?
How do you want to do more, be more, and see more in 2018? For me, I just want to cut excuses and say yes to more opportunities and more experiences. Your video entry doesn't have to be cinematic or fancy. It can just be as simple as this, talking straight to the camera. Follow the link in my bio to the landing page. That will have plenty of information on how you can enter and win your dream trip. Your video entry doesn't have to be cinematic or fancy. It can just be as simple as this. God. Like I said in the video, it's super easy to enter. You can just do this, like talk right to the camera. It has to be 10 to 60 seconds. Share where you would go, why you would go, why you love traveling. There's a lot more info on the landing page, which is linked down below in the description. And that's pretty much that. Any questions or info you can pretty much find there. It's freaking hot in here. I'm trying to keep this pretty brief, and I'm trying to do a Q&A after this video, so I'm just gonna glaze through stuff pretty quick just to kind of get you up to speed. Hawaii. Got a lot of questions about why I moved here and all that stuff, and really simply, like, I came here in October. I loved it. It was amazing. I had a friend who came with me on the trip, and they wanted to move here too, and I already had friends here, and I was like, why not? Like, let's just do it. Let's go. Here we are. This is my room in Hawaii. It's nice to have sun a lot more often than 3 days out of 6 months. So the hiatus kind of with the vlogs since like summer, like they kind of started up again, then they kind of stopped, and then I kind of been like, I don't know, low-key for the most part. For the past 3 years, I've been doing photo and video, and that's literally kind of all I've been doing. I didn't really have much of a personal life. I didn't really have many other hobbies for the past 3 years. I just kind of sent it with photo and video, and not that that's a bad thing, but eventually, like, it weighs on you. On top of that being the only thing, that means pretty much all of my life was public because I didn't really do anything else other than photo and video, so that's kind of lame. I literally had like no personal life. As I restarted the vlogs in summer, I just was like, you know, it's not the time and place for this. Like, I do seriously need a break. During all this, I had a lot of time to think about stuff, how I want to go about it differently, what interests me, like such like that. And really a big part of it was, you know, years ago I set these goals and I reached them, and now I'm like, okay, well, like, what the heck do I do now? And it's such a struggle as someone who creates and takes photos for a living, and also be your hobby too. And as your passion and hobby is your job, it's easy to sacrifice that progression forward, moving forward with your art, your creation, sacrifice it for business potential. And it's been super easy to get comfortable, and I still struggle with it, to get comfortable with Instagram. Like, I can make a living off of it if I really push and want to, but like, I always talk about end goals, and that's not the end goal. Like, being an influencer, being an Instagram, whatever, like, that's not the end goal. At the heart of it all, like, I'm a photographer. I'm not like a social personality. And, you know, it's easy to dip back into that pillow and that cushion where, you know, I can lean on IG and not progress forward and do performance over progression. That's good. Just made that up. I'm a photographer and I'm a businessman, and finding that balance is really what this is all about and what life is about right now. Which brings us to kind of like now. So like I said, I live in Hawaii. I live with some friends, and I basically just and I'm doing it. I have a much more of a personal life now with friends and such. I don't feel like I have to vlog every single second, and I have hobbies. I'm just like doing stuff for me, for myself, and not to present to an audience. And so just kind of realizing that the past few months, and especially living in Hawaii, has been like revolutionary. I'm a lot happier than I was. I surf literally all the time now. I'm getting into like building stuff. Like I built a surf rack the other night. Just finding new hobbies and new creative outlets that doesn't involve business and the vlogs necessarily. And there'll be a time and place where I do involve them with the vlogs, but for now, like, I'm just living. I'm loving it. It's so great. Yeah, that's that. That's the now. And a lot of people have asked how long I'll be here. To be honest, I don't really know. I'm here till at least June. I could see myself here longer, but we'll see. I don't really know. Currently, I'm working on this moment lens project that you guys have watched in the vlogs. And that's really all that I have going on other than personal life stuff, just having fun, hanging, like living and stuff like that. So most of my time is occupied by this moment project right now, which I'm really enjoying it, but I'm also looking forward to after when I get to just like send it. I'm so stoked just to create more film and take more photos and just create more around Hawaii. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it on the updates. But I did ask the other day a Q&A on Instagram, and I'm going to fly through them to keep this video somewhat shorter than it's probably going to be. Have you tried / how do you feel about the Sony mirrorless line of cameras? He meant to say how. I actually own the a6300. I like it, it's convenient. I'm just really dialed in with how Canon looks. It'd be kind of a step backward for me to go to a camera with, you know, better technology in it. Cost of living in Hawaii? Expensive. How is freelancing based in Hawaii compared to freelance based where you lived before? To be honest, I haven't really done much freelance work here. It's, like I said, been more personal life stuff, but we'll see. Do you miss the Pacific Northwest? Would you go back? By the way, you're my inspiration, man. Thanks, Danny. Yeah, I miss it. I miss my friends much more so than Washington, I guess. What film cameras are you using nowadays? Also, favorite film brand and ISO level. I'm using a Nikon F100. I don't know if I really like it yet. It's very, automatic. It's alright, but Portra 160 is probably my favorite film stock. What would you say has been your biggest failure thus far? Balance, and that will probably always continue to be my biggest failure, is just balancing life versus business versus... How do you stay focused, and do you ever have days when you just don't want to do anything? It's all a choice, but yes, I absolutely have days where I just don't want to do anything. But lately I've been saying yes a lot more, and to be honest, that's changed my motivation immensely by just simply saying yes. One thing you wish you knew starting out that you know now, don't put all your eggs in one basket, aka don't put all your eggs into Instagram. Branch out and find other interests and try to have a good balance. Do more things than just photography. Where is Walt? Walt's actually just back in Washington. You're just chilling in the driveway. Did you do Stairway to Heaven yet? If so, how sketch? We did the legal way, which is the back way. It's like 10 miles and it was awesome. I highly recommend it because it's an absolutely beautiful hike. What is one thing you wish you did when you were younger? Surf. You're my biggest inspiration. Thanks for that. Hope to meet you in the future. Thanks, Avery. How do photos change your perspective of the world? How have your experiences shaped who you are? I've moved around a lot, and to be honest, like living in places like Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee, like they're beautiful in their own respects, except for Ohio, but it gave me a lot more appreciation for the mountains and just these beautiful sceneries that aren't as provided much in that area of the US. Is it better to overexpose or underexpose an image when shooting? Very dependent question, but I usually tend to overexpose. What's the biggest thing that helped you transform photography into a full-time job? That right there. Work hard. What's a goal of yours that you have yet to accomplish? Learn how to shortboard. Is the idea of coming straight out of college and doing freelance scarier than actually doing it? No, it is absolutely terrifying. When reaching out to a company, what should I include about myself and how can I help them out? I'm going to do a shameless plug here. Down in the description, you can find a link to Alex Stroll's workshop. Use the code Teekman for $100 off. You probably saw that in a vlog or two ago. He has 3 modules, and one of them is completely dedicated to the business end, all this stuff that you're asking me now. I've actually learned so much from just watching half of module 3, and I'm shamelessly plugging that. Teekman for $100 off. How do you recognize good light? That is a great question. If it looks good, it is good. I know that's probably not the answer you want. That's kind of how I look at it. Have you ever considered filmmaking as part of your job in the future? Also, your favorite movie? Yes, I would love to do more filmmaking. I miss it so much. My favorite movie is probably Moonrise Kingdom, and I love Holes. Holes is a great movie. How important is it to have a set theme and style when it comes to growing? Is it important just to go shoot and get you stoked and let your... You can read it. To be honest, if you try to stick to a set theme or color, whatever, like, that's up to you if you want to do that. I've become a lot more broken away from that, I feel like. Really, it's kind of up to you on how you want to go about that. I personally just love shooting, and I shoot anything from nature to studio. Like, it all interests me. As a photographer, that's what I love. Favorite part of freelancing? There's no schedule. It's pretty nice. You have to learn discipline. Can I go on a dope hike with you when I move there in August? Maybe. I don't even know if I'll be here. Is the CRV a rental? Nah, I bought that CRV. His name is Indoor. Do you have any books, films, or songs that really inspire you to get out and shoot, or that you just gotta listen to while editing? I guess my answer for this isn't necessarily shooting related, but more so life related. I really encourage you guys to read The 4 Agreements. Probably has just changed my life the most the past few months. When you getting yourself a lady, bro, a Mrs. Kearns traveling around the world with you would be dope. To be honest, I have no interest in pursuing anyone right now. I am having a lot of fun just like pursuing my own thing and bettering myself personally, bettering myself business-wise and art and creating-wise. Also, I work too much and I don't have time for that right now. So, to be determined. Are you going to be going daily anytime soon? Do you like waffles? Favorite camera? No, yes, that last one's very dependent. What are the most and least favorite things about making the vlogs? Time. I love being able to share and inspire people, but it takes so much time to make these and edit these. And how do I reach out to brands, and do you have tips of websites that I can start my portfolio? Once again, use code Teekman on the Stroll Workshop, and Squarespace is a good option. In recent history, what belief, behavior, or habit has most improved your life / your photography? Also, when you feel overwhelmed by or unfocused, what do you... I suck at reading. Like I said, read that book, The 4 Agreements. So dang good, it'll just like, yeah, it's changed my life. To be honest, I haven't really been unfocused as of late, and that's because I've adopted these disciplines, these routines, and if you make those conscious decisions, like I said earlier, it's just a choice. Like, if you have an idea or if you feel like you need to go shoot to get out of this rut, like, do it. Like, just do it. When you first started shooting for companies, do you feel like you undersold your value? How do you base your costs now versus before? Yes, I definitely undersold my value, but you have to start somewhere. No one's gonna pay you a bajillion dollars to shoot when you have like no work to show for it. Who's your biggest inspiration / photographer? Jared Chambers. He's by far my favorite. Puppy-sized elephants or elephant-sized puppies? Puppy-sized puppies. How do you describe your change of style in the last few months? Honestly, I think I've been gearing more toward a commercial style look. Yeah, I just really like commercial work and I like how it's produced. And did you ever try out mirrorless cameras? Well, I got a Leica Q not too long ago and I really like it. It's a really good quality camera, but it has its advantages and disadvantages. I don't regret the purchase, but I do kind of wish I would have gone with something a little cheaper. Favorite band of this month and favorite song of this month? Favorite band? Bombay Bicycle Club. I've been really digging their A Different Kind of Fix album from 2011. I used to listen to him a lot and I just kind of rediscovered him. So good. My favorite song though is probably this one called Beachcomber by Real Estate. I've been really digging that song lately, as well as Daydream by Beach Fossils. Super good. How is life with all the changes? It seems like the group from the classic vlogs are all moving on to the next chapter in their lives. Super awesome, but maybe bittersweet? Yes, very bittersweet, very nostalgic, but good. And the last question from my friend Kelsey, serious question. Do you know how to Dougie? Hell yeah, I can Dougie.